And we're live, and we're live. Peace, love, and light to the fam. Come on through like the woo. I said, come on through like the woo. Um, what I'm gonna do, strange magic while people be coming on through here. I'm going to, um, I'm going to, pull up my channel, just in case some, no mods don't come on in or something like that. So I'll be able to, um, just in case some bad boys, because we've been having fun in these YouTube streets, if you know what I mean. So they might try and do something to have a little fun. Oh, hold on, here we go, right here.
These YouTube streets are creative. Want to say hello, blessed be, grand getting ready to take a nap to the peoples. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, can you come on in and come on in and I want to see, and will you come on in the room for a minute so me and the goat guard Sarah in a suit can whisper in your ear.
Yeah, come on through and let me whisper naughty nothings in your ear bone. Like you never
I
had
thought
to
well, that
whisper
was for me
before.
only. Now I'm upset. I thought that was for me only.
You're right, you're right.
Don't
No,
whisper sweet nothings on the YouTube. I'd like that on my personal line only.
you was definitely right
I
there.
want to.
Hold on, I gotta
we,
hit this mute button.
we could whisper some crystallic nothings on
Mm,
the people. You can do that. Don't whisper sweet. Well, I guess the whisperings are sweet. But anywho, let's see. Can
and,
anybody come on in the room? Come on
and
in.
how are you feeling? That's more importantly of all. Are you
I'm
doing
doing
just
wonderful.
marvelous?
I'm doing wonderful, and I sure do appreciate you allowing me to come on your platform and share a thought. I sure do appreciate that, Mr. Sarah Nasuts. Thank you very much. How are you feeling this evening?
Well, after the new moon yesterday, and me having me a little bit of fun, doing my thing, you know what I mean? I can't complain. I can't complain. You know what I mean? When that new moon comes around, it's time to put out the old and bring in the new and drop them positive seeds of manifestations all over the place and let things happen like they never happened before.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
if you know what I mean.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. I gotta make somebody a mod here. Shout out to the fam that's coming on now. I should have had some music. Hold on, let me add this moderator. I'm trying to multitask. It's been a while since I did this. Yeah, I should have had some music settling up for this while we wait, like everybody else do, until they come on in. But we're gonna have a beautiful show this evening. I hope everybody had a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I hope everybody did something prosperous and lovely and all that good stuff. Hold on, let me wave to the fam real quick, just in case I got some new people. I don't usually do this. Let me say peace. Hold on. Come on through. Peace, love, and light to the fam. It's the Go God all the way live. Yeah, and I ain't no troll.
Ain't
Hey,
nobody.
ain't no
No.
trolls over here. Hey, you have entered the no troll zone.
A mystical whisperer. Ooh. Wait, let me hold on, wait. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Ooh, wait.
Oh, I like it when you do that. Ooh, you don't know what you're doing to me right now. But we're gonna keep it PG. We're gonna keep it PG. You know how we do. Um, what was it? Let me hold on. I'm gonna go grab another device because I don't want to be just typing on this right here. Oh,
Sure, sure.
everybody, make sure y'all subscribe to Strange Magic. I have the
Yeah.
pleasures of having Strange Magic up here on the platform with me. You know what I mean? We're supposed to have been doing this months ago, but sometimes business comes before pleasure. You know what I mean? But we never lost contact or anything like that. What we'll be doing is a lot of Ooh, excuse me. What we be doing is a lot of work behind the scenes. That's what we do. And hold on. All right, let me go and grab another device so I can
Let's go ahead. Like
yeah.
Mr. Deceit, my manager, just said that everybody's good. We have a lot going on, and that's why we're just going to give a preview of a message that I personally myself would like to try to get on out there, and not gonna dive all the way deep into it. But yeah, me inside in the seat, we both have a lot going on. I guess you could kind of say between life, living, and he's got a beautiful beast. I have a beautiful beast, and whatever. If you want to accuse me of having a pooper scooper, yeah, I do all that. Yes, I got to. Yes, I do. Depending on where I'm at, I got to go right behind with the little old poopy bag. And pick it up. I got a wolf, and he makes wolf like numps. You know what I mean? But you need to look out for people like that too. We're good people. Like we're good people. We have an animal following. You know what I mean? I enjoy being like that out here too. You fuck with me, you gotta go through my damn wood first, cause you don't let nobody get to run up on me now. You know what I mean? Just worth it's worth picking up a little doo doo. A little doo doo here and there. And I'm protected, so yeah, I got to pick up the doo doo and just let me be that and do that. And then we're gonna let Brother Sarah get together. If y'all will come on off in this room. I wanna talk today. I'm gonna wait for him to get back too. I just want to touch on the subject of this Christ consciousness um subject, issue, debate, concern, whatever you want to say it is. I just want to talk on that. And he might still be getting his
No,
you
no,
got your
no,
device?
I'm right. No, no, yeah, I'm right here. But
Yeah, I mean, don't why people be laughing at me and my pooper scooper?
I know. Well, look at it on the bright side. At least you ain't got people screaming in the YouTube streets. How the hell he pick up his dog poop with all them doggone crystals on? And
Yeah.
I know. Hey, so y'all know what he be talking about. Just what he be talking about. I'm a little crazy.
It's all
I'm a crystal junkie. I'm a little crazy. I love you, fam.
it's like but they
Yeah.
gotta understand they don't get it. Like some people don't get it. If you don't have a dog companion or if you've never had one, get you a dog and feel the love of a dog. Like quote unquote dog. Because after a while that's not just a damn dog to you. That becomes your best friend. Like you can't I'm serious. Like can't nobody come near me, when I have my and he's a service animal. But when I have my service animal, he don't let nobody near me. So if I gotta scoop a turd, just every once in a while, and I don't have to worry about my safety, well, let me just go ahead and scoop one or two. He don't. It's not that bad. They poop just like everybody else does. It's just not shit all the time every day. Just scoop it, take it. Boom, done. It's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I try to get them, let them have some privacy. You know what I'm saying? Get them behind a bush, but
True indeed, true indeed.
if we're
You
gonna take
know,
a dump, you got to do. We all got to take one.
um, look at it on the bright side. At least me and you ain't doing it like carbonation style or nature boy
Hmm.
style. You know what I mean? Remember they was going around pooping everywhere, talking about that's they what you call that, fertilizing
Pot.
Mother Earth and all of that.
Yeah, empty your pot or whatever they said. Yeah, empty your pot and your cup.
You-
That's human doo doo. No, thank you. My dog is eating that good shit. That you know what I'm saying? My dog eats that artisan shit. Yeah. Yeah, but the human doo doo is nasty. But a dog, they don't do, what I'm saying? Everybody always says dogs are nasty, and nobody really researches it or really studies it. But if you just even Google it, like a dog's mouth is cleaner than a person's, yes, it really is. It really is. But anywho, not now. Watch somebody chop and screw that like I be doing. Anywho, I'm just gonna move forward. I'm not even gonna build on that. Watch somebody chop and screw that. You know what I mean? But anywho, my dogs are clean. But I want to talk, if I may, for or just a brief second. Sarah, let's be real brief, right? There's
Yeah,
no point in being long
let's
winded.
yeah, let's just bring out the chopper and have your little fun. You know, it ain't like we up here now. If my page was monetized, I would say take your time, be as long winded as you want to be. Don't forget to hit the super chat. But since I ain't got no super chat, my page ain't monetized. Giving is receiving. Let's smash that like button one more time. And shout out to everybody. I'm trying to catch y'all. It's a lot of people that I have met, throughout the YouTube streets. I appreciate everybody subscribing and coming on through. Since I know y'all good people, I'll be throwing out them blue wrenches. And we really do appreciate y'all taking y'all time on out this evening just to hear what me and the lovely strange magic. Everybody, she's probably not in the chat. I mean, chat room. I almost said Cadillac. She's not in the chat room right now. So what everybody can do is subscribe to Strange Magic, and the magic is
What just happened? Did you just cut off on the thing? All right. Oh, there
oh,
we
hold on.
go.
I think I done signed in on my other account somehow. Hold on, I'm screwing on up here. I got too many devices going on at once. Hold on. Go ahead. I gotta sign on out somehow. When I was typing on the other device, I messed around and hold on. Let me sign myself out of here. Don't mind me. Um,
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my topic and subject matter, like I say, we're gonna be brief. Ain't gonna be no out and on lecture. What the fuck for? Don't nobody want to hear all that hoopla and run around. I would like to talk about Christ consciousness, right? And so I want to briefly share. Aside riding a suit does all the
yeah,
extra in
sorry
the
about that.
world.
No,
I
yeah,
just
no,
play
I
with
had to
you.
take the other account down. Yeah, I made a little boo boo. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I think I better just stick to one contraption at a time. You know, back in the good old days when I used to go live all the time, I was pretty good at having a bunch of gadgets in my hand, handling things at the same time. But I'm gonna keep it simple. Sorry to do that, interrupt you there. All right. Oh, and once again, thank everybody for smashing the like button and coming on through. It's really highly appreciated. And we just want to throw a little something positive into the atmosphere of the universe, or whatever you want to call it. That's the only thing we came on up here to do. So, didn't mean to interrupt. And sorry about me adding extra things to the account and all that crazy stuff while I'm live. We don't need two of me on the big screen. One is just fine enough. Don't mind me. The whole wide world already know I'm just a little cuckoo, cuckoo. Let me hit the mute button. Oh, like
Very.
I came up with a new thing. Everybody like to say, I digress. I came on up with, I drops the mic. I drops the mic.
Crazy so. Crazy so. If I might, oh, sorry. If I might offer this is we might come back with another part of the series. Like I said, I would like to talk about the Christ consciousness, and that goes pretty deep. We're not going to dive that deep right now. I just would like to offer something for the people to consider. Now, let me say this first. Whether you believe in the Bible, whether you don't, it really doesn't matter, or else we wouldn't even be here discussing Christ consciousness. So at the end of the day, everybody who says they don't subscribe to that or whatever, and then they just go into the Christ consciousness, well, you just already kind of contradicted yourself. Comes from the Bible, right? So that doesn't matter. And this is my point. I want to talk about Christ consciousness because we get hung up on so many little systems, and I got to be with the fad. And, oh, I know some shit that don't nobody else know. We got to be like that or whatever. I don't want to dive into not none of that. I don't want to touch any of that. I just want to deal with what is called Christ consciousness. So, as far as this book is concerned, that is called the Bible, just one scripture, and we're just going to start here. And if we go further, we go further, and I believe we will. And that is, if you want to look it up for yourself, it's in John chapter 13, verse 15. That's it. And it says, "For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done unto you." I want to talk about Christ consciousness. So, whether you subscribe to there being a omnipotent being, or anybody who walked the earth that was a Messiah, whether white, black, God, whatever, all that, who gives a shit? Now we know that what we read in that text or whatever, it is described as a person who was loving, a person who had compassion, a person who was not rich. I want to talk about Christ consciousness. A person who wasn't rolling around in a Cadillac, a person who didn't have a Mercedes, a person who could have ridden through Jerusalem on a stallion, but instead chose a donkey, aka an ass, in those scriptures. I just want to talk about Christ consciousness, right? So let's deal with this first. Whatever it is that you've heard, whatever it is that you believe, whether you believe it truth or not, I want to say, based on what I just read to you from John chapter 13, uh, verse 15. He said, what I did, use that as an example. I just want to talk about Christ consciousness. So everyone tends to say things are fake, things aren't real. This is set up as a scam, this is set up as a scheme, this is set up as slavery. I want to talk about Christ consciousness. In that book, it said that this Messiah, this Christ, healed people. He rose people from the dead. He allowed people to walk on water. He did this. He did that. He fed the hungry. He wasn't the one in the Cadillac. He wasn't the rich one. I just want to talk about Christ consciousness. This is part one of this. So he said, use me as an example. Believe in it or don't. Who cares if somebody took a manuscript pen and wrote it and just wrote it yesterday? It doesn't matter. The book says, yes, let's use this as an example, but we're just talking about Christ consciousness. If you want to be Christ-like and follow yourself in Christ consciousness, use him as an example. You don't have to believe anything in a book. You can shoot it up like everybody else does. Fine, whatever. Who gives a shit? I'm just trying to talk about Christ consciousness. If you can use that as an example, we can use the word Christ consciousness, but then piss on Christ. Hmm? You don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to be anything. I'm just talking about Christ consciousness. Let's use that as an example. This is part one of Christ consciousness. So we're going to use this Christ consciousness, and we're going to try to dig things out and find things that this Christ did or what he went through, so we can discuss this Christ consciousness and this misconception that in order to be holy and righteous and blessed, that you're supposed to be the richest nigga on the block. You're not supposed to experience homelessness. You're not supposed to never be hungry. You're not supposed to have to eat oodles and noodles and ramen. You're supposed to be walking around in Jordans. I'm just talking about Christ consciousness. We talking about Christ consciousness. That's not that's not Christ consciousness. You're not gonna always have it easy because there's Christ that we just read about. We just read about. He didn't have thousands of dollars to squander around. He didn't have time to get on YouTube with his thumb in his ass and sit down and talk and do this and all this. He didn't have time to beg. He did what he had to do, but he was about his people. I'm just talking about Christ consciousness. This is part one. This is part one of Christ consciousness. Because you're going through some bullshit, because life is hard, because you're broke, didn't mean you any less blessed than the millionaire up the street in Beverly Hills. I'm just talking about Christ consciousness. I'm just talking about Christ consciousness. That's all I'm trying to talk about. This Christ consciousness, this people have a misconception about. And let me tell you something. If you're going through some bullshit, that's what you call some Christ consciousness. Because even the Christ sat on a mountain and said, oh my God, Father, how long must I suffer through this? Will you not even take this cup from me? I'm the Son of God. Why am I going through this? I'm just talking about Christ consciousness. You go through shit because you are dealing with Christ consciousness. You wouldn't be going through a goddamn thing if you weren't dealing with Christ consciousness. You'd have that golden, platinum, silver spoon in your mouth, walking around. Oh, hee hee hee. You know, you would never be broke. You wouldn't have to eat the oodle noodle. You wouldn't have to ride around praying you can just make it to your job. You wouldn't have to ride around hoping you can get to your next paycheck. You wouldn't have to riding around. I'm talking about Christ consciousness. The struggle and the struggle. Put let's do this. Put Christ consciousness as a tag on top of your struggle, because Christ consciousness did never entitle easiness. You were never entitled to just have shit rolled out in front of you. Have it easy, have life easy, have this, your shit always be together. No. The Christ had to walk around in fucked up sandals too. You don't get to walk around in J's all the time. But don't let anybody else tell you that you're less than or you're any less than. You dealing with, guess what? Christ consciousness. You're being developed into a Christ. You're going through Christ consciousness. That's why the Christ wasn't just the Christ. Why the hell do you think you can be the Son of God and have to come down here and deal with bullshit? That's why you're here. You don't get to bypass bullshit. We're just talking about Christ consciousness. This is part one, Sarah. That's all I have to say. I love you. Thank you very much for letting me get that out. This is just part one. We're only talking about Christ consciousness.
Oh, the honor was all mine, and I appreciate you coming on up here and using my platform to get whatever you would like to get on out to the viewers. And I like the way you been helping me on out in the back area, if you know what I mean. And more importantly is I like the way you had did a part one there. So what we're going to do is see what we're going to do next is she's going to do it from the Bible sense, and then I'm going to do it from I don't know which avenue I'm going to choose. I don't know if I'm going to do it Kemet style, Orisha style, Hindu style, Buddhist style. I don't know. I haven't decided because I just came up this at the spread of the moment. But we're going to have another series that's going to be running alongside with this. That's going to be part one. You know what I mean? I might be talking about deities, how you can use them, different things that you can use to maybe some altar pieces. And if you're scared of the word altar, it's the place where you're going to create your sacred space. You know what I mean? Your sacred space can be consistent of maybe your Bible, your relatives that's resting in paradise, whatever makes your boat float. I can give you some things on that. Oh, I'm also having a crystal sale deck. I should have had this all set on up. Could have been showing off some of my stuff right now. Anyway, I'm still having a crystal sale. You can reach me at 860-983-4240, or you can reach me on my email at mysticalwhisperer@gmail.com. And the mystical is spelled with a K. Me and Strange Magic like working with the word K for our personal reasons. That's why K is in my name and K is in her name. That's encrypted code for the gifted souls. So, whatever avenue we decide to take, it's going to be dealing with consciousness. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to be dealing with. And I want to thank everybody for coming on through. I guess I should play a little music or something. Is you got a request you want to play or anything you want me to play real quick?
I'm not playing anything. I just like I said, I appreciate you letting me say a little something here on your platform, and I hope this does get out, and everybody like definitely check out crystals, and if you need help with it, and I can even say that it doesn't matter where you come from, crystals are in the Bible, they're everywhere. If crystals didn't have any power or any meaning, God himself wouldn't have instructed disciples on what to build and how to build it with these crystals. Okay? Things have meanings. People trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like to surround yourself with righteous people. My last word is, hey, because you're going through some shit and because you're not the richest motherfucker on the block, that don't mean a gosh darn tarnation thing. You just practicing your Christ consciousness. Learn how to deal with it. Continue to bless others. Being conscious and being aware don't make mean you finna be a millionaire and be in the motherfucking mansion, don't need blah. And don't let anybody convince you of that shit. Cause I'm seeing a lot of that shit. Cause you're conscious, you're supposed to be popular, you're supposed to be the richest. No, no, no. Because you're in the know now, that's when you finna go through some shit. Huh? That's when you might have to miss a meal or two because the pocketbook is looking a little shaky, baby. Huh? But I was just talking about Christ consciousness. I love you, brother Sarah Suit. I love everybody who hears this. Everyone, I hope you share this with people. It's a positive message. I hope this one gets out. Things that are positive don't seem to spread like that. Um, Please, people, if you hear this, please share this. You need some crystals. Like I said, each one has its property. It's even biblical. And if you need help, I know Brother Sarah Nasu to help you. He's not out here to capitalize on your shit like some people are. But I love everybody. I love you guys, and back in your hands, Mr. Sarah Nasu.
Ooh, wee. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish I would have had some my other gadgets set on up, but I cut everything on off. I was scared I was going to reconnect again on something else, but we'll make it work. I don't wanna fight. I don't wanna argue. If we acknowledge the problem, then maybe we can solve it. Hey, you ain't gotta speak. Oh no, please don't bother. The pain too deep between you and me. Don't let it go no farther. I respect you like my mother. You love me like your father. We barely knew our parents, so that made our job much harder. By the blood we both was brought up. No love is what they taught us. We reciprocate that hate we learned. And somehow they still brought us. All we needed was some tender love and care. A crowded room, don't be confused, ain't none there. And all we needed was some tender love and care. You want you out, but you can love when you're not there. Oh, it ain't fair, you see. I promise I would never push you, never hit you. I will only love you. Promise that I got that opponent that can never be another. Promise that I got your back and we would never let the child struggle. I honor that you got my back 'cause you the brain and baby I'm the muscle, so I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. Baby, that's why I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. They call us the power couple. Shout out to others. We left some things along the way, but not each other. Hey, my power couple. Straight from the struggle. They lost some things along the way, but not each other. They call me. You can put the house in your name. I can put the lights in my name. You can put the gas in your name. Put the leeway in my name. I can put the car in your name. Put the cable in my name. I pay it off with my change. Never wanna hear you get. Now I respect you like my sister. You trust me like your brother. Our friends have separated, but we still ain't love each other. They talk now because they jealous. Move on is what they tell us. When the love is stronger than your bone, it's known to be rebellious. All we needed was a little love and care. Call on family for some ain't none there. See, all we needed was some tender love and care. You got that love and space you keep because it's real. It ain't fair. You see the house, I would never push you, never hit you, never disrespect you. Promise that it's never trauma, I'm the one that's coming to protect you. Promise that I got you back if you ever feeling any pressure. I honor that you got my back 'cause we unstoppable when we together, so I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. Baby, that's why I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. They call us the power couple. Shout out to others who left some things along the way, but not each other. Hey, my power couple, straight from the struggle. They left some things along the way, but not each other. They call us the power. The lights in my name, you can put the gas in your lane, put the left way in my name. Power in your name, you can't go with my name. I'm here off of my change. If I wanna eat you, they claim the power.
Ooh, wait. Blessed be.
Blessed be. As we thank everybody for coming through like the woo. We'll be having more shows. We're gonna be touching on some of the topics as well that's be happening in these YouTube streets. Yeah, we're gonna be, coming at you in all different types of ways. Stay tuned because you're gonna be surprised. You'll never know what I'm gonna get up here and decide to do. Some of y'all remember me from the good old days. I might have to come on now and pull out the chopper because I've been disrespected in the YouTube streets. But I'm trying to let that fly on by and see if people is going to do the right thing before I start going on. Then you know what I mean. In other words, I don't just blow up no more like I used to do in the good old days. I'm letting everybody know that I'm on tick tock, tick tock. You can't keep on poking the bear and acting like it ain't gonna wake on up and come see you. That's facts right there. And you know what I mean? But we're gonna end this like that. We appreciate everybody on a good note. We appreciate everybody coming on through. Make sure you subscribe to Strange Magic. Shout out to everybody who came on through. Any metaphysical questions, or even if you don't want to get the product from me, if you need any help with anything, you can reach me through my email. Oh, Sister Sunday, if you're out there, I just spit it out, my phone number. You can give me a call. I just remembered I was supposed to help you with your Google thing. So give me a holler and we can do that as well. Sister Sunday, wherever you're at. And with that being said, peace, love, and light to the fam.
Hey, and we
We,
don't type, we go live.
those were the good old days.